Hello everyone. Hello. I hope that you're all doing well and that you're all having a blessed day so far. My name is Globally Kaimbe and I'm so delighted to be before you today. It's been a minute since I recorded anything, guys. Life has been lifing me. I think this has become a song. But anyway, yes, I wanted just to respond to a question that I've been receiving a lot. Since I started sharing about my journey in South Africa for the past 3 months. Yeah, since I've been sharing, so a lot of questions have been coming up, and one of them is, when are you leaving, or just leave and go back to your country and invest in it? So some people are doing it really out of curiosity, and some people are really doing it in a way like to come hard on me and say, hey, all this makwiri you must leave and stuff. No, it's all right. I am not offended in any way. I do understand where you guys are coming from. It is understandable. It is understandable, guys. So as you can see, I said the reason why Congolese slash foreigners are not living in South Africa. So even though I put it like this, this video is going to target a lot of everywhere where Congolese people are, and I'm going to speak for Congolese people because I'm Congolese. I'm not going to speak for Nigerians or any other country. So before I continue, guys, I'm a Christian, so I like to take every opportunity that I can get to spread the gospel. So if you're not interested about this short part, please do feel free just to forward about a minute or 30 seconds. So I just want to encourage someone from the book of Philippians 4 verse 18 to 19, where the Bible tells me that the Lord will provide to every one of your needs. So may God provide to every need that you have. I know that the year has come to an end and somehow you're feeling like, oh God, am I gonna make it here? Guys, it's not the 31st of December yet. God will surely do it in whatever aspects of your life. I really pray, and I really wanted to remind you to remain anchored, to remain at his feet, and he will surely do it at his appointed time. The main reason for me sharing about my journey in South Africa, even though some people don't like it, it was not meant, or it is not meant to insult South Africa. It is not meant to insult Congo. It is not meant to insult anybody. This is my experience. You might agree with some things, you might disagree. It is perfectly fine. That is what life is all about. We will not always agree about everything, but one thing that I love about the fact that one thing that I love since I've been sharing is the fact that I've learned so much. So many people engage with me about the history of South Africa, even about things that I did not learn in school, even about things that I don't learn from my fellow South African that I'm friends with. I am getting this exposure from people from other provinces that are telling me things that, no, what you're saying, it's only about Cape Town, it's not about every other province. Yes, I needed to hear things like that. I needed to hear things like that because I'm an evolving human being, all right? So now back to the video of the day. So the reason why many Congolese people are not leaving, guys, it's not because they don't want to leave. Every Congolese person that you meet, even though they might tell you negative things about their country, Congolese people love their country. Once you are Congolese, you never go back. We all long to go back because you know what? Home is home. And I shared with you guys that I went back. I cannot stop saying this because it's one of the best thing I did for myself this year, is that when I went home, I got to feel in touch again with my roots. I felt in touch with who I am. I felt, I'm sure you guys understand. For those of you that are in South Africa or you're living in your homeland, you will understand where I am coming from. I felt so good. So every foreigner, every Congolese that you see yearns to be home, but because of the circumstances, because of one issue to another, which is primarily financial, people are not able to go back home. Why? Because we are all working very hard in order for us to save, to build back home, to make those who are back home comfortable, and so that if should we go back home, we want to go back home in our houses. If should we go back home, we want to be independent financially, because we don't have any other support. So if you go, it's not like you're going to go and find a job, because there is no job for people that are coming from outside, unless if you know a minister somewhere or you are connected in one way or the other. It is not easy for you to find employment. Of course, there is an exception. Of course, to everything that I'm saying, some people's story might be different, but it is a very small chance. So should I wish to go back home, I need to know, where am I going to sleep? What am I going to eat? Where am I going to live? Am I going on a permanent job? How are my kids going to be? That's a question. So for someone, for example, that was born in South Africa, you are asking that person, when are they going back home? Or someone that has been born in Europe or in America, the only home they know is where they are. They have never been in Congo. And I also shared about a mindset issue. For someone that grew up in South Africa, I have a different mindset from someone that grew up 100% in Congo. I experienced it with my husband, because there are certain things, there are certain barriers that we have, certain misunderstandings that we have, because he grew up in Congo. He understands things a certain way that I'm not able to understand it. You know what I mean? It's not to say that I don't value the fact that I'm Congolese. I am Congolese 100%, and I'm proud of it. But these are the reasons why many Congolese are not able to return. Someone that was born here for 30 years, for example, the only home they know is here. Everybody they know and they cherish is here. Some people, for example, if you're not even in touch with your father's family or your mother's family, and it is only your family that is abroad, how easy is it for you to want to go back? It's like you are with strangers. So these are kind of the struggles that you experience. However, the desire is to go back home. It is a sad reality that so many people are stuck in countries. And someone even said, I shared on one of my videos on the struggles that foreigners, especially as foreigners, I am not going to say in terms of South Africans, because I know that you guys have a certain structure, a certain way of doing things. But for us foreigners, it's like there are certain things. It's like, for example, if I want to have a maid, for example, I need to earn quite good, because we in South Africa, you are forced to pay a lot of money for rent. We accept to pay a lot of money for rent because, hey, we want to have a house to live in. So I had a chance of brushing shoulders with great people, like great young men and women that have come from diaspora. They came from outside of Congo. They studied in China, India, and all these different places. I had a chance of meeting them when I went back home. There was like an exhibition of, where we all met. Some people spoke English, some people spoke Mandarin, all those things. I kind of felt like, okay, I'm not the only one, with the desire of wanting to make a change in my country. And they had all these great ideas, but they need support. There is not enough support for people that come from outside, because there are some governments in Africa. When you come back home, there are some organizations. Of course, there are people trying to create those, but there is not enough. And that is one of the things, one of the main reasons why people choose to remain elsewhere while working in hopes, let me correct again, in hopes of a better tomorrow, in hopes of a better of a better chance that, okay, they will be able to come back home and make the impact that they really want, they wish they could make in their country, and also give back, which is also something that I really cherish a lot. I would love to go back home and really make a change, really make an impact in my community, make an impact, give a chance to a young child. But I cannot just do that anyhow, because I know that I need to first look out for myself first. So yes, we as foreigners, we as Congolese that have left Congo, are willing to do anything, are willing to go through any hardship in order for us to build the life that we wish we could build. Especially when you have children. Number one, if you are a child whose parents made the sacrifices of relocating to another country for a better life, you yearn to work harder so that you can make your parents' lives better. If it means your parents want to go back home, you build them houses back home so that they can go back. So it's a constant cycle, it's a constant struggle. And for those that have given birth in this country, their desire is to do whatever they can to provide the best for those kids within this country. And you guys don't know how many Congolese have lost money, have lost they have really lost on resources whilst trying to leave South Africa. These are the realities that we don't talk about. These are realities that we don't like to share with people. But Congolese people are people that love their country. We love our country. We are almost like Nigerians. However, we are just not bold enough to go back. And because of that, there is less resources. And another thing that I wanted to point out is that the only careers you find in Congo that are really everybody wants to do is politics, pastor, or musicians. So you find all these lawyers, all these great professors, great doctors. Everybody wants to become a politician because politics is the only thing that is paying money at the moment. So what do? I don't want to be a politician. And who is going to be that person that is going to say, I'm going to be the first one to give back? So yeah, so we really want to go back. Congolese people want to go back. And if you guys can even Google Congolese people all over, you know, Congolese people really love their country. They love where they come from. But because of the current situation in our countries, we really find it in our country, we really find it difficult for us to go back. I've got lots of friends that have gone back. I always say it, but most of those friends have backup plans. You know, you get those friends that come from, they had a silver spoon and you did not have the silver spoon. Your parents are the ones that made all these sacrifices. Your parents, even whilst in this country, they struggled and everything. It's not easy for me to just pack up my bags and leave. And I do understand that life is not the same as it was in the early 2000s when we arrived. There are lots of changes, lots of realities that have changed in this country of South Africa. But as I said earlier, the Lord shall provide to all your needs, and do not restrict yourself. Even if you are South African, even if you're whatever, from whatever country, keep doing what you need to do, and the Lord only blesses those who know how to work hard. Move. You're not a tree. Move. If you feel like in the country where you are in right now, it is really tough, move. Yes, do whatever that you need to do to move. Even myself, I'm doing whatever I need to do to move, because I know there is a certain objective that I need to get, and the goal is for me to be back home and do something for my country. So, and all want to feel the comfort and the love of being home. So yeah, got your answer. Stay blessed.